I just wanted to get on here and tell you guys this is my opinion. This is how I dealt with things with my mother. This was my own experiences and the advice that I'm giving. You don't have to agree. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a counselor. It's just my reality. So if you comment below, comment how you feel or what you've gone through. But I just wanted to give you that disclaimer. Hey guys. So it's Mother's Day, and that can bring mixed emotions for people. I wanted to do a video on healing from a difficult relationship with your mother because I know this is a big thing for a lot of women. It's different, I think, too, in different cultures, but sometimes a mother-daughter relationship can be not the greatest all the time. My mother and I, it has been a rocky road. Right now we're fine, but I also have to say I don't see or talk to my mother very often right now. I have a lot going on, work, and it's my daughter's senior year, as you guys know, and so I've just been very busy. But I've noticed that if there's a little bit of distance, we're able to communicate a little better once we do see each other. But it's been a very rocky road. I won't get into every single detail right now because I'm 45 years old. There'd be a lot to tell. But I've had to have therapy, and I always joke with my daughter. I'm like, yeah, I wonder what you're going to be in therapy for over me. Listen, childhood is basically, as parents, you're raising another human while dealing with whatever you went through in your childhood. So that can be a lot. And a lot of times people aren't healed from things. And I knew that I didn't want to bring everything that I had dealt with my mom to my relationship with my daughter. So I did get the help that I needed. That's not to say that I'm completely healed and that I don't still have triggers or issues or whatever. I do. So I just wanted to go through some things. Sorry, you guys, I'm in the car and I have the windows down. So I'm going to try to talk as loud as I can to make sure you guys can hear over the cars going by. But it's a beautiful day on this Mother's Day in Michigan. It is right now, it says it's 60 degrees, but it feels a little warmer than that. But it's beautiful. I'm probably gonna go for a walk. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys like 10 different ideas of things that can help you with healing from those traumatic sometimes or difficult mother-daughter relationships. So number one is acknowledging your feelings. Oftentimes this delays the healing process because it's like you're just suppressing those feelings, and then you're still hanging around them, and then you're still interacting, and there's still triggers. You have to deal with whatever is bothering you in that relationship in order for you to start the healing process. Number two is setting healthy boundaries. I had to learn this with my therapist. So one of the things is limiting contact if you need to. I know that is a difficult thing at times. There were times that I didn't spend holidays with my family. There were times when I just had to distance myself, and it was what was best for me. And that can be very difficult to do. I mean, we're talking about your mother. Mothers are they're the head of it all. They do it all. So it's very hard when you have a strained relationship with your mother and how to cope and get through life. That's the person you run to for everything. That's the person you call when you can't figure something out, or when you want love and nurturing and giving you advice. And so it can be difficult. but you definitely need boundaries, and you have to sometimes communicate those boundaries with your mother. That can also be difficult. Not everyone's mom is willing to accept boundaries. So sometimes you have to put your foot down when they don't agree with it or like it. Number 3 is seek external support. Like I said, I saw a therapist. I have good friends who I talk to all the time. And sometimes it's good too to find other people who have the same issues. So you don't feel alone in this. You don't feel like you're just suffering in silence, because some of my friends do have great relationships with their moms. So imagine me growing up seeing good friends have good relationships with their mother, knowing that there were times when me and my mom didn't speak for months. I think the longest is maybe like a year. So that can be difficult. Number 4, focus on self-care. So one of the things that you're going to have to do is make time for yourself. You're going to have to make sure you're giving yourself nutrition and exercising and getting enough rest. I think that is very important, just to be able to relax and heal your body and your mind and your spirit. Sometimes it's just a lot, and that can be helpful. Number 5, grieve the relationship. This one was important for me because I have siblings, and so all of our relationships are different with our mother. I'm the oldest, and as a lot of you know, the oldest is usually the one who gets the brunt of it, or who goes through the majority. And I had to grieve that the relationship was not going to be what I wanted it to be. It just wasn't. And that we could possibly have a relationship, but that relationship might look different than how I maybe wanted it to look. So basically, you're mourning that idea of the relationship that you didn't get or that you don't have. Never take responsibility for their actions. This is sometimes difficult to do. It's your mom. You're always going to be protective of your mother. You're always going to want to, speak up for your mom. But in this case, if you have a difficult relationship, do not try to take responsibility for what they have said or done. It's not your fault, and you shouldn't have to do that. That's definitely not going to help your healing process either if you continuously take that on. Recognize what you have control of and leave the rest alone. Number 7 is limit comparison. Like I said, I had a good friend that I used to stay with, and she had a good relationship with her mom. And that was very difficult for me at times because I wanted a different relationship with my mother at times, especially when I was younger. So seeing your friend have a good relationship with her mom and you not having yours, it makes things very difficult. And so you have to limit that comparison, because families have issues. You're not the only person who has a different relationship with your mother. There's a lot of people in the world who have difficult or different relationships with their mother. Number 8, writing down your thoughts. Journaling basically to clarify your thoughts. Sometimes you don't even know how you really feel till you write it down. You're just like a million thoughts are going around in your head. So write it down, journal it, so you can get an idea of how you really do feel and be able to put it into words. Number 9, practice compassion. One thing that I always say is everyone has gone through something. Everyone has a story. And your mother has her own story. She has her own things that she's going through, that she's getting over, that she's grieving. And that's not an excuse for any behavior with you, but just have the compassion to know that there's things they're going through too. One thing I will say though, for you people out there who When someone says they have a difficult relationship with their mother or they're complaining about their mother, when you say you only have one mother, you're not helping. Everyone knows they only have one mother. And it's almost like you're saying, stay in that abusive relationship, because you don't know what the relationship is or what the dynamic is. So for you to say, oh, you only have one mother, they know that. And they're dealing with and going through all these different things. So the last thing they need is for you to say that. That's not helpful. Lastly, choose the relationship that you want. Whether it's distancing, whether it's limiting contact, whether it's no contact, whatever feels like the right choice for you, that's what you need to do. Don't listen to other people. They don't know your circumstances between you and your mother. Do what's best for you. That's all I have for this video. Hit like. You guys have a happy Mother's Day. Do whatever it is that you want to do today. Honestly, it would have been nice to have a spa day today, but I'll do that at a later date. But happy Mother's Day to you guys. I hope you guys like this video. Hit subscribe if you like this channel, and I'll see you guys next video.